Pound it. Oh, come on. Don't be like that. Come on, man. There it is. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, Alyx, man. We are here to talk about the debut or return of CM Punk when it comes to WWE. He actually did the WWE backstage return today. I hope the lighting is good, by the way. I'm trying to get a good, nice setup so you guys can see me. We're going to recap it. We're going to talk about everything. So if you missed it, trust me, first off, if you did miss it, I implore you to go watch it. Easily one of the best things WWE has produced or associated with WWE, if you will, because it's not even WWE produced at this point. But it is easily the best WWE show we've gotten so far this week. I thought everything they did with CM Punk was just out of this world awesome. I have missed this SOB, and I'm so happy he's back. So we're going to recap everything he talked about. Everything up to that promo at the end where he completely dissed Tom Arnold. And of course, give me your thoughts down below in the comments about what you think about it. But please, go out of your way to watch this. Find some way to catch it on the internet. I'm pretty sure you can find a stream or a saved archive of this stuff. If WWE doesn't have it on their network, they're idiots. But I'm pretty sure they won't have this episode because he slammed them. As always, like the video and subscribe. Help your boy Alyx, man, get to 30,000 subscribers. And while you're at it, give me a follow on Twitter at DalyxManVX1. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Super Chat. Most importantly, buy yourself a Alyxman t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees. Let's get started. So, we kick things off with CM Punk speaking to Renee Young for a moment backstage. He says the money has hit and there's plenty of zeros. Plenty. More like 6 zeros and then numbers following that. He's ready to go. So they do a one-on-one. Hey, it's probably the number one interview in wrestling right now, but a one-on-one sit-down interview between CM Punk and Renee Young. We see clips of his surprise appearance at the end of last week's show. Renee Young asks Punk what brought him back to wrestling. Not just WWE, because we don't care about that. What brought you back to wrestling? And Punk then says this job on the show didn't exist long ago. And when the idea was pitched to him, he didn't react negatively. He didn't go, ugh. He went, And he felt like, since I didn't reject it, it could be interesting. Punk says he hasn't talked to anyone. This is very important. He hasn't talked to or had any contact with anyone in WWE. It is a Fox thing. It is a CM Punk and Fox thing, making it an interesting dynamic. Says fans want someone who can tell it like it is, doesn't have any ties, none whatsoever, to WWE, and will be honest with his responses towards the product. So let me just break this down for you. Fox is paying CM Punk millions to show up weekly, not even weekly, every once in a while, to do what I'm doing right now on YouTube. What I'm doing right now in this video. He is getting paid millions to criticize WWE. You lucky son of a bitch. You lucky bastard. I am so happy for you. He basically got famous off of a pipe bomb, and now he's gonna get paid to do pipe bombs on a weekly basis. That's awesome. I'm pretty sure he won't have a pipe bomb every single time he's on the show, but it's really good to have someone like him back to tell it like it is. So I salute you, Punk. That's really awesome. He continues, Punk says he still has butterflies as we see clips from last week's appearance. He notes that it's a good thing though. Says he has a very small circle now of maybe 10 to 12 people who knew he was returning, including Renee Young. They look back at the reactions from last week's panel when he showed up. Only, again, Renee Young knew. Punk says he thought about doing a Shockmaster entrance, but didn't go with it. That would have been hilarious, where he just fell through the entrance. That would have been awesome. Yeah, Punk has his own inner circle. Sorry. Punk says he likes being able to pick and choose with people he can work with and not work with jerks. He says the only person to text him about his return was Jim Ross. Cool. Nice to know Punk has Jim Ross's phone number just on speed dial whenever he needs to call him. That's big. I can already tell that Renee Young and Punk have a good relationship, and I'm almost positive CM Punk is best friends, is still good buddies with Jon Moxley. We'll talk about the Shield guys in just a second. Young adds that Punk could potentially show up at the Royal Rumble. And of course, begs the question, will we ever see you wrestle again? She held nothing back. She went straight to it. And this is why Renee Young is good at her job. I'll get to that super chat in just a second, buddy. I see it, Paul Jackson. But this is why I loved Renee Young on SmackDown's Talking Smack show when they had it on WWE, the WWE Network. She knew exactly what to ask. She wasn't afraid to get to the heart of the matter. She really challenged the interviewee, the people she was interviewing, to get the best out of them. That's why I called her the female version of Mean Gene Okerlund. See, Mean Gene knew exactly what to ask and how to get the best out of the talent, how to make them shine. And Renee Young is just as good. But she didn't hold anything back. She asked Punk right off the bat, is there a chance you could be returned to the ring? And he gives the whole, let me quote to you what he said exactly. He said, I'm 40 years old. I've lived long enough to never say never. So it wasn't a no. That's one of those, it's like that Jim Carrey meme from Dumb and Dumber says, so you're saying there's a chance. He didn't say no. He didn't. He just said, not feeling it right now, but who knows? And I'm just saying, the fact that he didn't say no, bro, that's big. Okay. Paul Jackson, 1988. $5 super chat. Thank you, sir. Punk is trolling / working the fans. We're getting Punk versus Seth at WrestleMania. He won't show up on WWE TV till then. Punk, Vince, Seth, all in it together. No, sorry, but I'm not on board with that. I think he's serious when he says he has no interest in returning. Anyways, Punk says, this is when we get into the WWE product, because Renee Young then asks him, okay, so what's your thoughts on the current WWE product? Again, go straight into it. And Punk answers bluntly. He thinks it's overproduced, he thinks it's oversaturated, and he thinks it's micromanaged. It can be so much better than what it is. When wrestling is done right, it is easily one of the greatest art forms in the world. But it can't be when it's, once again, overproduced and micromanaged. He does talk about some bright spots. He doesn't just completely just rip it apart. He says he likes where the women have gone. He likes the women's division. And another super chat by Mr. Paul Jackson. Get to you in just a second, buddy. He likes the women's division, but he doesn't like the label of the women's revolution or evolution. I think it's called women's revolution. He says it doesn't feel organic. It feels forced. He thinks the women should be able to go out there and prove that they're badasses. He doesn't want to hear about first woman this, first women that, first woman this, women's revolution, evolution, whatever. We know they're great. Let them go out and showcase how great they are. You don't need us We don't need you to do the whole first ever this, first ever that. Just let them go be great. And Punk says he has a soft spot for NXT. He says NXT is great. So essentially everything that we said was good about WWE, he's saying. NXT and the women. He's right. Everything else sucks. But yeah, he has a soft spot for NXT, knows the struggle of working your way up, feels like the roster is less talented. Oh, boy! That's going to be a quote to take home. Again, CM Punk's not saying anything we haven't said. But the fact that he said the main roster is less talented than the NXT brand. Yikes. Keep in mind, some NXT guys have moved up to the main roster, and it's still not as good. That sucks. So we then cut to a commercial break, come back to David Arquette, who did a promo school segment with Booker T. Awesome stuff. Loved it. Look, David Arquette gets a lot of flack, gets a lot of heat for what he did, what happened with him in WCW, him winning the world title. I never really hated David Arquette. He's just too likable. Now, his promo sucked here. His promo was bad, but he was funny. He's always been funny. So that was nice. I just wanted to mention that. But back to, well, actually, let me get this super chat real quick that I missed. What was he talking about? Mr. Paul Jackson, 1988. Speaking of Mania, I'm hearing The Fiend versus Roman Reigns. And we're not going to comment on that. No offense, dude. Yeah, that would be the worst thing that can happen to Roman Reigns. Just saying. Okay, so back to CM Punk. They talk about King Corbin's Smackdown segment with the big dog mascot. Rock, 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 rock. This is stupid. Who wrote this segment? Because he should be fired. He continues. Punk says, I love this. Punk says a segment like that will make him reconsider doing WWE backstage. Oh, Punk says he thought it was garbage. Who didn't think it was garbage? And he needs to learn more about Baron Corbin, but that was a bad start. So he's already not a fan of Baron Corbin. Just not. Join the club. We're not done yet. He even gets paid to agree with him that the segment was a thumbs down. Yo, it was horrible. And just to put a stamp on it, he says that was just bad creative. So CM Punk is unfiltered here. Ain't nobody telling him to say this. This man came out and basically said that was a horrible segment, that was bad creative, and it sucked. And Baron Corbin looked like garbage. Like, guys, this is everything I've been saying. Good mic work, OTR Essential, Solid Monster, JD, whoever you watch on YouTube that's a wrestling analyst. We've all been saying this. So CM Punk is basically echoing how we feel, but to a wider audience. Now, it's going to be interesting to see what the ratings show up as. I don't know when they come out, but when they appear this week, I'm very interested to see what the rating number will be. I can guarantee you right now, it will definitely be more than 100,000. If I had to predict, 500,000. Probably either 500,000 or maybe 1 million. Somewhere between 500,000 and 1 million. Somewhere between there. He's not done yet, y'all. So they do some previews of the Survivor Series show. They talk about Brock Lesnar and Rey Mysterio, and he mentioned how he cannot wait to see that match. He's very excited for Brock Lesnar and Rey Mysterio. Puts it over as wrestling done right. He's very interested to see how the Chicago crowd will react to it, but he thinks the crowd is going to elevate it because those are two of the best workers in the business. Easily top 50 of greats of all time. At least on my list it is. They move on to Bray Wyatt versus Daniel Bryan, where Punk says the Universal Championship looks stupid. The Blue Championship looks stupid. Pause. Didn't I just get done saying in my previous review on Smackdown that these lazy-ass championships need to go? And some of you, once again, y'all came at me. Oh, at least it's better than the red belt. Yes, it is better than the red period belt. It's just a blueberry belt. It looks dumb, though. It still looks stupid. It looks lazy. We're going to color it blue. It's dumb. And of course, here comes CM Punk saying it. He tried to get Paige to agree. She's like, you're going to get me in trouble. I just signed a contract with WWE. Don't stir the pot. You know Paige and him probably be talking shit about WWE all the goddamn time. I guarantee you Paige feels the exact same way he does. I'm telling you, there is a pipe bomb residing in Paige. It's residing, and you know she's trying to keep her mouth shut because you know she wants to wrestle again. That is the only reason why she's trying not to get in trouble. Let's see here. Aaron Sherwood with the $2 super chat. Well, $1.99, but $2. See what you have to say. Basically, Punk got his script from Twitter. You mean he actually listens to the fans? What a concept! Jesus Christ. But yeah, Paige is playing it safe because you know she wants to return inside the ring. That's the only reason why she's being Miss Goody Goody, why she's trying not to ruffle any feathers. But you already know how you can tell that she's not very happy with her position, and you know she be talking crap about WWE. Oh, more donations. Hey, guys, super chats are welcome. Please donate away. Little Violet TV. Ooh, that's a new one. Let's see here. Wish Punk would use this. Wish Punk would use this fire burns thing. Oh, yeah, his old theme. That was an awesome theme, by the way. All right, we're not done yet. Let's continue. Oh, boy. And then we get to Seth Rollins. Here's where we start to light things up, which is very appropriate for Mr. Burn It Down, like his career. Anyways, CM Punk's return featured clips of wrestlers tweeting about him, and one of those people was Seth Rollins, who tweeted CM Punk, "Fight me. Fight me. Fight me, CM Punk," on Twitter. You ready for this? You ready? Strap in. Punk says he isn't looking to shoot angles on the show. Doesn't think Rollins should be tweeting. Told him to stop tweeting and delete his Twitter account. It's not doing Rollins any favors. And he basically said, it's better to let people think you're a fool than for you to open your mouth and prove them right. Done! Done! He's over! He is done! Renee brought up the Shield and Punk responds, "The Shield guys? Who's your favorite, Renee?" Huh? Lie of the night. Renee was just like, hey, I like this job, man. Don't get me fired, man. She laughed and said, she likes all of them. Yeah, right. We know which one you really like. Just saying. We know which one you like. Come on, Renee. And then at the end of the show, they showed a tweet of Tom Arnold, who sent a not so nice tweet to CM Punk. And Punk just went off. Punk says, if I wanted, and he cussed too, if I wanted from you, I would have scrapped. If I wanted crap from you, I would have scraped your tongue. He rips on Arnold's tattoos and being a fake Cubs fan. Punk says it doesn't matter if he's 150 pounds. He couldn't take Punk bowling. At the very end, he says, go search for relevancy somewhere else, Seth. I mean, Tom. Bro. He just ended Seth Rollins. Bro, it's a very bad day. Gonna be a very bad week for Seth Rollins. And guess what, guys? Survivor Series? It's in Chicago. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Rollins, you in troubles. Using troubles. Like the EC3 song says. Trouble. Sorry. Rollins is gonna get booed in Chicago. He's done. You're done. You're done, Rollins. This is what you get for cracking under the pressure and talking back to the fans. It's time. It's all coming back to bite you, Seth. I wonder how long it will take before Seth blocks me. He's probably going to block me on Twitter today. I don't care. I really don't. He probably won't. But anyways, it's a horrible time to be Seth Rollins right now. You already know that most of the Chicago, native, the Chicago support, the Chicago fans, they watch this show. So you already know. Rollins, use a bot to get 8 and up. Super chat from Aaron Sherwood says, is he going to get the Cena Reigns boos in Chicago? You goddamn right he is. He's already getting the mixed reactions. What do you call it again? They call it the most controversial. No, polarizing. There it is. He's gonna get the polarizing reaction, a polarizing response. Yeah, right. He's gonna get booed. Chicago is gonna eat him alive. Lil Violet TV. Watch WWE edit out the boos because they have no choice. They can't handle the fact that their top guy is getting booed yet again. And they have no one else to blame except for their bad booking and Seth Rollins for not keeping his mouth shut. Because when you're the top guy in the company, you should carry yourself a certain way. John Cena did that. Roman Reigns did that. I am not a fan of either one of them. I was a big fan of Seth Rollins. But just to quote Random Black Gamer here, by the way, good to have you here, buddy. He says, is it me or has Rollins burnt it down? The burn it down gimmick been played out since the WWE 2K18 commercial he starred in. It's become extremely cringe as hell. The only thing that he's burnt down in his career. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I gotta stop saying that before he blocks me. I better stop saying that. Look, just to kind of recap, just to kind of get my overall thoughts on this. This was an excellent episode of WWE Backstage. If we get more of this, you goddamn right I'm watching it every single week. Now, Punk won't be on every show, unfortunately, which sucks. If y'all can get him on every show, I will watch every Tuesday night. Every Tuesday night. If you can find a way to pay Punk more money to have him show up weekly, you got me. I'm watching it every single Tuesday night, because Wednesday night is AEW and NXT, the true shows of wrestling. Anyways, it does get to a point where you already know when CM Punk is there, it's going to be something must see. Let's see. Psycho Walker donates $2. There's always a choice, and WWE chose to do this. True. But CM Punk, once again, showing us how it's done. I have missed this SOB so much. I'm glad he's back. And he's already lighting the world on fire. He's already doing it. So, overall thoughts, great show. Again, the format, we gotta give credit where credit is due. Fox and WWE put this together for Renee Young. Renee Young was able to take what they did with Talking Smack and turn it into her own show. Because her own commentary was not working. When she's being micromanaged, she sucks. I'm sorry. When she's micromanaged, she sucks. When Renee Young is able to be Renee Young, she's excellent. She's awesome. So we now have Talking Smack for 1 hour on Fox with CM Punk. So we replaced Daniel Bryan with CM Punk. And look what we have. We have magic. So what do I want to see going forward? I want to see what he has to say about everything else. Now, one last thing too. Since this is Fox, and they did hire CM Punk, you know damn well they're listening. Oh, you know damn well they're listening in. And since CM Punk, I guarantee you, he has an ear. Someone's ear in Fox executives. When he's saying this stuff is bad, when he's saying this stuff could be better, you already know Fox is about to pressure. You know he's about to pressure WWE to do better. Fox is about to get up in WWE's ass. Y'all need to do better. We ain't paying you. We ain't about to pay you $1 billion for 5 years for you to suck. Punk says it should be better. Make it better. Whoever's making it worse, stop that crap. What's wrong with you? A freaking big dog mascot? Who wants to see that? We want a sports presentation. This isn't it. So you know what? Thank you, CM Punk, for ripping this. This was garbage. It was absolute garbage. And you know something else? I think him doing what he's doing is just going to bring a lot more, it's going to bring a lot more attention to not just WWE, not just to the wrestling business, but to people like me. So thank you. Thank you, CM Punk, for doing what you do. I am so happy to have you back. Give me your thoughts about everything he talked about. From him returning to the ring, his comments on Seth Rollins, him basically slamming the WWE product, saying it could be better, saying it's too micromanaged, saying it's too overproduced, and just oversaturated. Give me your thoughts on what he has to say about the women's division, how women's revolution is being force-fed, and they should just let the women, be themselves, and many more things. His freaking promo on Tom Arnold, Tom, you let me know down below. And to all the people watching me live, to all the people in the live chat, here's my question for you. And if you take my question and answer it in the comments after this is posted, I will give you a heart and I'll give you some love. Might even respond. My question to you is, first off, what was your favorite segment? That's question number 1. But question number 2, how do you think Seth Rollins will respond? What do you think Seth Rollins will do? You think he's going to say anything? Or you think he's just going to be quiet? Of all times to keep your mouth shut, of all times for Seth Rollins not to open his mouth, apparently he already did. Really? So Seth Rollins already responded? Hold on. Let me take a look at this. Apparently Seth Rollins already responded. Let me go on the Twitter. Not the Twitter, but the Twitter. And see what Mr. Seth Rollins had to say. We're going to find out if he blocked me. Apparently Seth Rollins already blocked Punk. Oh, so he's on a blocking spree. Yeah, he probably blocked me. Let me see something real quick. I wonder if I'm getting blocked. I probably did get blocked. No, I'm not blocked. Yeah, I'm still able to see Seth Rollins' page for now. Let's see here. Rollins responds, hell of a response. Coward. Rollins, bro, let me tell you something. He's already ended your career as it is. Don't push that button. Don't push that. I'm telling you right now. You don't want none of CM Punk. Okay? You can cut your teeth on Sasha Banks and have your... Listen to me. When you tried that with Sasha Banks, she made you delete your Twitter account and then you came back. Don't try it with CM Punk. Punk will make you delete your life. That sounded wrong. Really wrong. But when Punk comes at you for real, trust me, you're not going to want to come out. Don't do this, Seth. Don't do it. Don't do it, Seth. I'm begging. Bro, I still respect you as one of the best wrestlers in WWE, but for real, don't pick this fight with CM Punk. Someone tell Seth, don't pick this fight. Don't do it. Like, go after Tony Khan or AEW or something. Don't pick this fight with CM Punk. Do not do it. Even John Cena couldn't match words with CM Punk. Let me break that down for you. Cena is being claimed to be the greatest wrestler of all time. When the greatest wrestler of all time in WWE's eyes couldn't hang with CM Punk, what makes you think you can? CM Punk ain't Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks made you delete your account. CM Punk will make you delete your life. You will take a major L. I like this tweet. I like this response. Doesn't Rollins own half of his success career to CM Punk? Didn't Punk handpick him to be a part of the Shield during his inception? He did. So, Seth, remember, your arms are too goddamn short to be boxing with God. Love that line, by the way. All right, guys. So that was Seth Rollins' response. Weak as always, but I'm telling y'all, Rollins, don't do this. Don't do it. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you for making me a part of your day. I hope you guys are having a great, it's Wednesday, right? It's midnight for me, so a good Wednesday. Give me your thoughts about what I said, and thank you guys for your donations. I will catch you guys next time right here. And your boy, Alyx Man's World. I'm out. Take it easy. Peace.